Joining me right now is supermodel Petra Nemcova. She is co-founder and vice chair at All Hands and Hearts. We're also joined by Peter Cecchini. He is Cantor Fitzgerald's chief market strategist, and it's great to see you both. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
So, Petra, before we get to your charity, let's talk about that. What was your reaction to that fall?
It's one of the worst nightmares which can happen to a model. But when it happens, you have to just smile and go on. And unfortunately, sometimes the surface is very slippery, and I could see that one was very slippery. So I feel very bad for her because I'm sure she was traumatized by it. But you just have to smile and go on.
And then usually when you smile and go on, people just forget it. It's not that big of a deal. But you know, you know that she was feeling horrible when it happened.
Yes, and I feel with her.
I feel for her too. I feel for her too. So congratulations on this charity, Petra. We've talked about this before. Your charity, Happy Hearts Fund, has merged with All Hands volunteers to form a super nonprofit. Yes. What's behind this merger?
So, for the last 12 years, I've been looking at the same pattern. After natural disasters, first responders come, and then there's a gap, and then maybe somebody comes in rebuilding homes and schools. And this takes 4 or 6 years before children can go back to save schools. And the same pattern has been happening over and over. Children are waiting way too long. And we started working with All Hands volunteers, and 2 years ago, we started to see we can be much faster, much more effective and efficient, and that's why we merged, because we want to make sure that it's not just about first response, but about smart response after natural disasters. And we've been able to do it, and we are committed to keep even bettering it. We come in early, do first response, and stay in late for rebuilding of safe, disaster-resilient schools and homes and other infrastructure, listening to the communities what they need. In Houston, after Hurricane Harvey, we came in right away, made commitment to stay 2 years.
Wow.
In St. Thomas, the same thing. Came in right away, made commitment to stay 2 years. And for communities who are impacted by natural disaster, who lose everything, for them to know somebody will be there to care for them and to help them rebuild their homes and lives for 2 years, it's tremendous.
It's tremendous, and it's easier to have scale and be able to make that kind of a commitment to be there for 2 years when you're bigger, Peter. So how did you get involved in this?
Well, as you know, Cantor Fitzgerald has a charity day every year, and as you also know, on 9/11, we lost over 650 employees.
Yes.
And Howard Lutnick, who's chairman and CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, started the Cantor Relief Fund. And since then, he seeded it with $1 million, and since then, it's given almost $350 million to various charitable causes. So it's really inspirational of itself to take such a tragedy, and Howard has really turned it into something positive. And Petra's been gracious enough to come to our charity day for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now?
Yeah, even more. And I was here during that sad day on 9/11 as well, so it's very close to my heart.
Right. And it's nice to be able to pick up the phone. I've done it with you as well.
Yes.
Pick up the phone and deal with clients, knowing that every order you're helping to facilitate is going to help others.
Precisely. All the revenues from that particular day go to charity.
I love that you guys do that.
Yeah, Howard and obviously all the partners at the firm, since we are partnership, we love it. We adore that day. And Petra came in, and frankly, I didn't know her story. Well,
you lost your fiance in the tsunami.
Yes, that's right. My pelvis was broken in 4 places, but I felt so lucky because I still had family to go to, home to go to, and so many others lost everything. So that's why I think it's very important to really, everybody has something to give. We all have our talents, skills, and positions. We can do something to help, especially when people lose everything, and they need that care and hope. And I think we need to work together better. In the philanthropy space, there are 1.5 million charities just in the U.S.
Wow.
And we don't work together very well.
Such a good point that you make. Petra, thank you. And thank you for, Peter, thank you for what you're both doing.